the Elaine Hagenberg setting based off of Psalm 57. Dr. Brian Murphy. I know you may not can see him. Wave, Dr. Murphy. Thank you so much. The next selection is a great Moses Hogan piece. It's the Battle of Jericho.
Joshua fit the battle of Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho. Joshua, the battle 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 Joshua fit the battle of Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho. Joshua, the battle Joshua, the battle Joshua, the battle Joshua. The battle of Jericho.
Talk about your kings of Gideon.
Go on, you can talk about
your men of Saul.
Go on, yes, you can talk about
him. Good old Joshua at the battle of Jericho.
And while we get set for our next selection, I tell my conducting class and vocal music ed kids, never make a disclaimer at a concert, but I'm going to break my law tonight. But this was the last piece in our folder, and because of COVID, we did not get to come back at all in January, and our students did not come back to campus till February. So we have had a limited amount of rehearsal time. This was our closer in our original intended program for this year, but it's a great arrangement from a guy that does the choir of students in Los Angeles. His name is Rob Dietz. He does really creative arranging. And this is a beautiful text. I wanted to do a setting of this text, and the text is the famous "How Can I Keep From Singing?" But he kind of does it in a kind of a different kind of way, and it's kind of contemporary, and our students have enjoyed it. And it features a bunch of soloists and people on microphones. And this, I hope, will encourage you. No matter what storm we've gone through this year, we know that He's taken us through the storm.
Good evening. Thank you to Jim Armstrong and the William Carey Chorale. My name is Andy Smigelski. I'm the Director of Choral Activities at Forest County Agricultural High School. And I want to say just a few things here at the beginning of the concert because, quite honestly, I don't intend to talk that much tonight. Other than here at the beginning and during awards, you won't hear from me. You'll hear from these good-looking folks sitting in the front of the auditorium. But there are a few things I want to say as they kind of get ready to come up and get set. And that is that we are so grateful to all the crew, to all the faculty, to all the administration at William Carey University for hosting this event. We knew, as Jim has mentioned already, that this year was going to be challenging. We knew when we came into it that we would probably have to do some concerts without an audience, and that of course we would need to sing masked and be social distance. And any choir director that has faced those challenges this year, and any student that has faced those challenges this year can tell you that it hasn't always been fun. It's very difficult to sing through the masks and to sing distance and not have that closeness to the other people that you're singing with. These students have risen to the challenge, and I'm grateful to them. But I want to give a round of applause to William Carey University because they have hosted this event and they really have made it pretty easy for us. We just had to come in and do the thing. So would you give this university a nice round of applause? Want to give a big round of applause to our band. You're going to hear a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous combo band tonight behind me. So would you give them a round of applause in advance? Want to thank our administration because while we have had challenges, certainly, when I talk to colleagues across the state, some of them have never got to sing in the same room with their choir all year long, much less come together and do a live concert like this at the end. Our administration has been supportive from day one. Yes, we had challenges, particularly in the beginning of the year when we were singing outside for 2 weeks in August in 95-degree heat, but that only lasted 2 weeks. Then we came back inside, and we've been very fortunate to do a few virtual concerts along the way, to be able to go to state performance assessment and record at PRCC. So it has been great to have an administration that understands the importance of this, but also puts these good-looking folks in the front row first in everything that they do. So would you give our administration a nice warm round of applause? We had quite a few sponsors, and I apologize because I had a list on my phone and my phone is not cooperating. Those sponsors have been listed on our Facebook page, and I will list them again later this evening because we want to recognize them. But this event would not have been possible without very generous donations from about 17 different families and individuals and businesses across the Pine Belt. So would you give those folks a nice round of applause? All right, choir, as I continue doing some thanks, come on up and get set. Remember to grab your microphone as you come up. Do it quietly, please. So again, y'all, we do this Pops concert every year, and it's a little different, okay? Normally with choir, and these students can tell you I'm very strict about things like looking a certain way while we're on the stage and acting a certain way while we're on the stage, and there's nothing that drives a choir director more crazy than being right in the middle of like the softest part of a song and somebody's cell phone goes off in the audience. And then as if that's not bad enough, that person proceeds to have a conversation with somebody in the audience. These things I have seen in my time in Brooklyn. But with that said, we're a little different tonight. All right, normally this is the point in the concert where I would tell you to pull out your cell phone and to turn it off and to stay off of it and all those kinds of things. I still want you to put it on silent. Okay, we don't want to get to that soft point in the song and somebody's cell phone goes off. Having said that, I encourage you to use your cell phone tonight. Take as many pictures as you can. I realize you're in the dark and they're not, but take as many pictures as you can. Take as much video as you would like. If there's a song that you so feel the need to turn on the flashlight on your phone and wave it in the air, go for it. Go for it. We want as much interaction from you tonight as what these students are going to give you on this stage. You hear a soloist that you like, applaud for them. Okay, by all means, applaud for them because we want you to recognize this work of these the hard work of these students and what they've done. And this is meant to be fun from start to finish. So you're going to hear a lot of tunes tonight. Some of them you may know, some of you may not. You'll hear from every group tonight, and it's just going to be a fun night. And like I said, other than awards, this will be the last time you hear me speak tonight. So can we get a round of applause for that?
That's always a blessing.
They're holding back, I assure you. They wanted to cheer real loud. So with that said, I'm going to turn it over to our choir vice president, Miss Kara Simon, to introduce the first song.
Good evening. Thanks for coming out tonight. Our first song was chosen by our choir president, Miss Cameron Thompson. This song is about the struggles and the hardships that teenagers go through in today's world and how the only people that can say this is ourselves. So without further ado, here's Only the Young by Taylor Swift.
A lot of things were taken from last year's seniors, and one of those things was this concert. This is something that as a choir means so much to us and something that we worked so hard for second semester. So if you're from the class of 2020, would you please stand real quick? I want to give them a round of applause. We wanted to do something special for y'all, so here's last year's senior song, A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman, in honor of the 2020 seniors.
Love you, Riley, so much. y'all are in for a treat with this next one. It's probably one of my favorites, if I'm being honest. But there was a recent remake of the movie Aladdin, and it's probably one of my favorite remakes so far. It's so incredible how they were able to transform this love story into so much more than just that. It's a very powerful film about bravery and growth for every single character we see. But more specifically, Jasmine, she's incredible. She wants more than just marry for love than what's in the original film. She wants to stand up for what she believes in and make a difference. And the only way she can achieve that is to stand up for what she believes in. She's determined not to let all these unconventional rules get in her way. Naomi Scott, the actress who plays Jasmine in the film, said, "Jasmine is saying enough is enough. I'm going to make a choice here and stand up for what I believe in." All these lovely ladies up here are so talented, strong, beautiful, creative, inspiring, and they're all so amazing at all going to do incredible things. So this next song, I like to consider a celebration of how far we've come, but also a wake-up call. So thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk. Now let's hear Speechless by Naomi Scott from the Aladdin remake.
Swallowing sand left with nothing to say. My voice The first song we're singing is from the movie Lion King. It's Can You Feel the Love Tonight, featuring our soloist Lily Burge. Hope you enjoy.
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day, when the heat of a morning breath can be turned away. An enchanted moment, and it sees me through, and it's enough for this restless way, just to be with you. It's enough for this heart that we got this far.
Stop it. I don't want to sing this. It's so dumb. It's stupid. We shouldn't be singing this song. This is a pop show. I'm not singing it. Justin. No, I quit.
You tell him.
You girl boss.
Extra
please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Zip-a-da-pa-ta-da, do-we-da-da-da, zip-a-da-ba-da-da-da-da-da, zip-a-da-ka-tu-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. I'm telling you, love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game or two. But two in love can make it. Take my hand, please don't break it. Love was made for me and love was made for me and love was made for me and you. I like that.
Our, I guess you're going to just call it just a general choir award. One of the things that I'm excited to say this year, and to be very honest, I've taught some great students in the last few years. Some of them are sitting right back there that graduated last year, and we've been able to accomplish a lot of things. But something we have missed the mark on for 3 years in a row prior to this year was sweeping superior ratings at every category that we entered in, at every competition that we entered in. These students did it this year in 5 different categories. So we will give them a round of applause. And mind you, that is in masks, that is standing 6 feet apart, that is with shorter class periods to rehearse in, etc., 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 etc. So it's quite the accomplishment, and we want to recognize all of these students. So again, as you come up, whether it be from here or there, you will get your award from one of these lovely ladies to my left and my right. And the first one for concert choir and women's choir is Miss Ariel Anderson.
That's my sister.
For concert choir, women's choir, and a cappellas, Miss Ashley Archer. For concert choir, women's choir, and a cappellas, Miss Carrie Berg. For concert choir, women's choir, and a cappellas, Miss Anna Kate Clark. For concert choir, women's choir, and a cappellas, Miss Caitlin Clark. For concert choir, Mr. Nathan Evans. For concert choir and women's choir, Miss Harley Garraway. For concert choir and women's choir, Miss Treasure Hardy. Let me take a breath. For concert choir, women's choir, a cappellas, women's ensemble, and select chorus, Miss Michaela Jefferson.
Michaela!
For concert choir, women's choir, and a cappellas, Miss Trinity Kelly. For concert choir, women's choir, and a cappellas, Miss Haley Ladner. For concert choir, women's choir, and a cappellas, Miss Emily Mayfield. For concert choir, women's choir, and a cappellas, Mr. Ben Newell.
That's what's up, Ben!
For concert choir, women's choir, and a cappellas, Miss Jessica Phillips. For concert choir, women's choir, and a cappellas, Miss Marley Pittman. For concert choir and women's choir, Miss Lily Rose Purvis. For concert choir, women's choir, and a cappellas, Miss Kylie Riles. For concert choir and treble choir, Mr. Robin Stanford. For concert choir and a cappellas, Mr. Justin Wakeland. For concert choir and a cappellas, Mr. Avery Wyndham. She is ill tonight, but I want to recognize her anyway while we're on the live feed and the video, and that is for select chorus, women's ensemble, and unaccompanied minors, Miss Emily Bell. For select chorus, women's ensemble, and unaccompanied minors, Miss Cheyenne Bond. Need another breath. For concert choir, women's choir, a cappella, select chorus, women's ensemble, unaccompanied minors, and the only freshman to ever make select chorus, Miss Lily Burge. For concert choir, women's choir, a cappella, select chorus, women's ensemble, and unaccompanied minors, Miss Casey Clark. For select chorus, women's ensemble, and unaccompanied minors, Miss Tristan Dozier. For select chorus, women's ensemble, and unaccompanied minors, Miss Josie Easterling. For select chorus, women's ensemble, and unaccompanied minors, Miss Kylie Easterling. For select chorus, women's ensemble, and unaccompanied minors, Miss Brittany Martinez. For select chorus, women's ensemble, and unaccompanied minors, Tris Songbird McCardle. For select chorus, women's ensemble, and unaccompanied minors, Miss Hannah McCoy. For select chorus, women's ensemble, and unaccompanied minors, Miss Sarah McClendon. For select chorus, women's ensemble, and unaccompanied minors, Miss Lily Wilson. For select chorus, women's ensemble, and unaccompanied minors, Miss Kristen Owens. For select chorus, women's ensemble, and unaccompanied minors, Miss Kendall Fire Shoemate. For select chorus, women's ensemble, and unaccompanied minors, Miss Kara Simon. For select chorus, women's ensemble, and unaccompanied minors, Miss Riley Stevens. For select chorus, women's ensemble, and unaccompanied minors, Miss Cameron Thompson. And last but certainly not least, for select chorus, women's ensemble, and unaccompanied minors, Miss Caitlin Dearman. Okay. I wouldn't be me if I didn't mess one thing up. So before I did all those awards, I was supposed to let one of our senior officers, Mr. Justin Wakeland, say a few words. So would you give Justin your attention, please?
Thank you, Emilio. This is fun. this for 4 years. And for those 4 years, I've been thinking about what I would say in this speech, which is weird that I'm doing it now and I don't have it written down. Thank you. Okay, Emilio. That's what you get from pronouncing my name wrong. Anyway, I can't believe it's happening now. And I can't believe that he has dealt with me for 4 years.
You're too loud, Justin.
I mean, the best thing I can say is, you know, you don't have to do everything by the books. You don't have to be in choir for over 8 years before you have to join this. I mean, literally, this is like, when I first did this was my first time I ever did choir. And I mean, I'd say I'm pretty good. I don't know. But I mean, God, man, I mean, this is so much. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna miss everybody. I'm gonna miss the fact that I'm gonna miss Ben sleeping in every class. I'm gonna miss Tristan just saying my name and being like, "Don't push me off of the cliff." I'm gonna miss Robin and his elf ears. I'm gonna miss, what else am I gonna miss? I'm gonna miss Lily Wilson always saying something funny and screaming. I'm gonna miss Sarah saying something very quirky. I'm gonna miss Marley and her Dilbert. I'm gonna miss Haley. I'm gonna miss everybody. Like, it's no joke. I could say, like, things about all of you, which I'm gonna do that right now. Well, I don't have time. I'm gonna miss Smig and his bald head.
Specifically a bald head.
I'm gonna miss all this. I mean, I am. And that's really all I have to say. Next year, oh, one more thing. For those of you who are going to be here next year, just to make us not scare you all off, I want y'all to make this the best year ever. Like, actually, do it the best you can, whether you're in select and killing it in every song, or if you're in concert choir and you're doing amazing work in that. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you have fun. And that's it.
All right, so I have just a couple more certificates to give out. I have had the privilege the last couple of years to work with some of the absolute best student leaders that anybody could ask for. And 2 years ago, we made the decision to kind of modify the way we picked student leadership. And we started kind of our own electoral process where we had a president and a vice president and then class representatives for each individual grade group. And so this year I've had a really wonderful team of student officers. And the thing is, you know, we haven't done as much this year as what we normally do. Normally I'm able to put the student officers to work a lot more than I did this year. And if you don't believe me, just ask Queen Sister Jenna Myers, because I was on Remind 101 with her on the daily last year, and Cam, when she was vice president last year, constantly talking about this, that, and the other, because we had so many things that we normally do. Having said that, in the midst of a pandemic, the thing that I'm most proud of with this group of leaders this year is they really took the ball by the horns. They knew coming in that this was going to be a challenging year. They knew coming in that there were going to be times that we were frustrated and times that we were burnt out, tired, just sick and tired of wearing masks and all the things that we had to do just to be able to sing this year, but every single one of them have led the way in terms of spreading what we call positivity. And we started that last year, again, thanks to Queen Sister Jenna Myers for coining that phrase. But we kept that rolling. So this year we dubbed it Loaded Positivity, since everybody loves loaded tea so much. And these leaders have done so with just spectacular attitudes and work ethic, and really helped to lead the way more by example than anything else, just by coming in and doing the job the way that it should be done. So I want to recognize each one of those. So our senior representative, or one of our senior representatives, Miss Riley Stevens. Our other senior representative, Mr. Justin Wakeland. Woo! Also known as Jason. Junior representative, Miss Trish McCardle. Uh-oh. Nope, I got it right. Sophomore representative, again, she's not here this evening because she is ill, but want to recognize her, is Miss Emily Bell. Our other sophomore representative, Miss Kristen Owens. And our lone freshman representative, Miss Lily Bird. As elected this year and will assume leadership of the choir as president next year, our choir vice president, Miss Kara Simon. And serving as vice president with our first president, Queen Sister Jenna Myers, and doing a great job as president this year, Miss Cameron Thompson. With that, I'm going to turn the microphone over to Miss Riley Stevens and let her say a few words.
Okay, I'm definitely not going to wing it like Justin did because I would be a bawling mess. So I'm going to try my best not to cry. There's no way for me to adequately sum up my years in choir FC in just a few minutes, but I'm going to do my best. So many of my favorite high school memories include choir and opportunities that it brought me. I came into high school excited about choir, but I had no idea all it was going to bring me in the next 4 years. 2 conference performances, a grand championship, superior sweeps, and a college scholarship, just to name a few. The accolades and success have been great, but it's also prepared me for my next steps in life in so many ways. It's brought me friendships that I will cherish forever and made me a part of a choir family that I will never forget. My favorite memory from my years in choir would hands down be the week last year when we practically went on tour. We performed the national anthem at our school Veterans Day program and then loaded up directly after on vans to head to New Orleans. We had the best time that afternoon and night, and then performed our conference set the next morning. After that fun 2-day trip, we came home, packed up again, and then headed to Clinton the next day to compete at Riverland. Select ended up being grand champions, and it was the perfect ending to the best week. But I don't know if I've ever been that sleep deprived before. We still talk about that week and just how special it was because of the hard work it took to get to that point. I want to take a second to say thank you to each and every person that I had the pleasure of singing with during my time at FC. Each of you played a role in making my 4 years the best, and I'm so thankful to call you family. Just like it takes a village to raise kids, it takes a village to put up with SMIG too. Especially conference preparing SMIG, if you know, you know. I couldn't have done it without each of you. To the underclassmen, never take a day for granted. Even on the days when it gets hard, give 100% anyway because it will pay off in the end. Never give up on yourself, and remember you always have a family there behind you. I wish you all the best of luck next year, and if you need me to help with SMIG, you know where to find me. To my fellow seniors, what a ride it's been. There's no other group of people that I would have wanted to spend the last 4 years with. I'm so proud of every single one of you, and I can't wait to see what y'all accomplish in your next chapter. Whew, okay. Most importantly, I want to say thank you to Smee. Thank you for everything that you've done for me, and thank you for believing in me and showing me what I was capable of even when I didn't believe in myself. Thank you for always being a listening ear and occasionally telling me the truth whether I wanted to hear it or not. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to make it through college without my therapy sessions, but I'm sure I'll adjust. Our senior group came into your program knowing that we would grow as singers, but I think I speak for all of us when I say that more importantly, we're leaving as better people because of the impact you've made on us, and we love you dearly. Thank you for everything, FC Choir. You'll be missed.
All right, we got just a little ways to go still, and then we'll be done with awards, and we can move on to some singing. Got some medals that I want to give out first. Have already mentioned Kara Simon and Cameron Thompson, again, Vice President and President. And look, you know, I mean, again, if anybody that has served in that role, whether it be Vice President or President, knows that I bounce a lot of ideas off of these folks. And sometimes at the most inconvenient times probably for them ever. But they're always willing to give honest opinions, which is what I want them to be elected for. Because contrary to what folks think, I don't always get everything right. And so I'm grateful to have student leadership that will not only help me to make these decisions, but put me in my place when I need it. And they have definitely been willing to do so. So with that said, for our choir vice president, I have a medal for Miss Kara Simon. And for our choir president, I have a medal for Miss Cameron Thompson. The other medal I want to give out is one of my favorite awards every year, because we give awards for most outstanding this and most outstanding that, and then anybody that's ever been part of a sport or a choir or a band or whatever knows that, that there are those plaques that you get. And it always has the word outstanding in it. And all these students have been outstanding all year long. If we could do 40 plaques, we would do 40 plaques. Did I give you the wrong one? My bad. Good catch. With that said, this medal is for the most improved. And please don't misunderstand me, most improved doesn't mean that they were bad when they got here. It just means that I've seen them come the farthest since the year started, no matter where they happen to start. So the recipient of the most improved medal this year is Mr. Nathan Evans. Moving right into our plaques. Nope. That's not the end direction I want to go. This is the direction. Nope. Somebody should have organized these. Okay, so the first awards that I'm going to give are what we call the Positivity Awards. We started this last year, and this year we're doing something a little different. For each one of these caption plaques, we're doing one for concert choir and one for select chorus. And so the Positivity Award is given to somebody that consistently spreads that positivity. They have a good attitude, they do what they're supposed to do without complaint. Generally speaking, we all have our moments, and have consistently done so over the course of the year. So the Positivity Award for concert choir this year goes to Mr. Justin Wakeland. And the Positivity Award for select chorus goes to Miss Michaela Jefferson. Tied to Positivity, an award I give every single year is for best attitude. And I've given this award since my very first year here in 2012, and have had many deserving recipients. But this is the first time that I'm giving one to somebody that has swept it for all 4 years of high school. The Best Attitude Award goes to Miss Riley Stevens. Okay, now maybe I've got my life together. Most Outstanding Freshman. Most Outstanding Freshman for Concert Choir, Miss Marley Pittman. Most Outstanding Freshman for Select Course, Miss Lily Bird. Most Outstanding Sophomore for Concert Choir is Miss Haley Ladner. Most Outstanding Sophomore, I hope she's watching right now. If not, we'll catch her up on Monday, is Emily Bell. I talk good.
No, you don't.
Most Outstanding Junior for Concert Choir was really, really, really tough. I almost made it a tie because our 2 juniors in Concert Choir are very, 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 very good, and I'm very, very, very happy to see them move into Select next year. But for Concert Choir this year, the Most Outstanding Junior Award goes to Miss Caitlin Clark. Most Outstanding Junior for Select Course is Miss Kara Simon. Most Outstanding Senior for Concert Choir, Miss Michaela Jefferson. Most Outstanding Senior for Select Course, Miss Hannah McCoy. Now those were the Most Outstanding captions. We also every year do a Director's Award, which is given to the best overall choir member. I had a really hard time picking this because the amount of stuff that this senior class has accomplished is ridiculous. All state honor choirs, 2 conference performances. Some of them have been in Select for 3 years in a row, going all the way back to their sophomore year. And again, as I said, if everybody could get one, that'd be nice. But I had a really hard time picking who this person was going to be. But this person has been my right hand all year long and done it without complaint. And a lot of times people think that the choir president is the yes ma'am or the yes sir. Not this one. This one will tell me what she thinks and does it with a good way, with a great attitude. So our Director's Award for Best Overall goes to Miss Cameron Thompson. I think that's enough talking from me. So here's what we're going to do. There's one more student speech. I'm going to hand the microphone off to Miss Cam Thompson to talk to you for just a second. While we're doing that, quietly reset the stage. So acapellas, you'll leave. Okay, Select unaccompanied minors, you'll go ahead and come up. Make sure you grab your microphone. Give your attention to Miss Cam Thompson, if you would, please.
I want to start by thanking you all for being here because this year has been very difficult. As Sig said earlier, we've had so much to go through. And I could sit here for a long time talking about how this choir has impacted my life, and Riley pretty much did all that for me. So I decided to tell y'all a fun and fresh story that I don't even know if Snig knows this story. And it took a lot of convincing from my friends to tell it because of this reason. But I'm going to get started. So our a cappella groups usually go to a few competitions throughout the year, and we usually go to like a show choir competition or 2. And this show choir competition was at PRCC in Poplar Hills campus. And
usually our eating situation for these show choir competitions is to eat at the concession stand. Well, the concession stand is packed because a bunch of hungry show choir kids are trying to get their food, which they usually serve like burgers and hot dogs, stuff like that. But if y'all know anything about PRCC in Poplarville, it's right across the street from this lovely Mexican restaurant. And a few of us ladies didn't want to eat. Well, I guess Smig doesn't know the story, but it's still fun to tell. So me and a few others went to this Mexican restaurant and ate and came back. I don't know, did you figure out that day?
I think so.
Oh, dang. I thought you didn't know, and that was gonna be the cool ending.
Either that day or the next day. But yes.
But we went to the Mexican restaurant and came back and acted like nothing ever happened. It was very scary, but at least we didn't have to wait in line to eat this concession stand food. Thank you guys for listening. I also want to say that our senior class has come a long way since a love that will not let me go. And I'm so thankful for this choir. And let me end off by saying this. I can't remember what I was going to end off by saying, but they mean so much to me. Everyone here means so much to me. So please enjoy the rest of our show.
It's my pleasure to welcome to the stage to introduce the next piece, a graduate from the class of 2020 and four-year former choir member, Miss Katrina Helton.
For all of y'all that don't know me, I was, of course, a former choir student. Now I go to Cary. And about maybe 2 years ago, I just sat at my piano one day and I was like, I'm going to write a song. And I kind of had all the chords and the melody going, and then the words just kind of flew out afterwards. I think I was going through a little hard time during it, and the song really spoke to my soul. And, well, one day, not too long ago, about last year somewhere, we weren't really doing anything in the choir room. And my friend, she was all like, hey, play your song on the piano. So I was like, okay. So I started playing the piano, singing the song, and afterwards, Smig was like, we're singing that next year. Get it arranged. And I was like, okay. So I'd like to introduce Reassurance by me, arranged by Miss Brandy K. What is her name? Brandy K.
I'm breathing in so slowly.
I promised to only introduce one piece, but if you'll bear with me for a moment, I'll tell you the story. So, in the last couple of years, I have toyed with doing some writing and arranging for this group, and I by no means consider myself an arranger or a composer, but I really have enjoyed writing for a group. And one of the things I have found, though I don't consider myself necessarily an arranger or a composer, is that, you know, when you're fortunate enough to have an ensemble that you can work with every day, you're able to make changes to things on the fly when you realize that they don't work the way you thought they were going to work in your head. And so I'd done a couple of things for this year when we had all that time off in March, April, and May, and nobody could go anywhere. And as we got into the school year, I wanted to do something special for my wife's birthday, which was April the 3rd. I will not be silly enough to tell you how old she is. But I wanted to do something special for her birthday, and one of her favorite songs of all time is the old jazz standard, Smile. It was originally written by Charlie Chaplin, and then later in the 50s, a couple of guys put some lyrics to it, and it's just kind of become a jazz standard done all over the world. And I knew this was one of her favorite songs, and so I decided to tinker with arranging it for this group, and they learned it on the fly for her birthday, and we recorded it the first time just to send to her on Facebook for her birthday, and be a part of that. And this will be the second time that's ever been performed for any kind of audience. So this is the great jazz standard, Smile by Charlie Chaplin.
And sang by our special soloist, Caitlin Dearman. 2, 3, 4. Well, my heart knows me better than I know myself, so I'm gonna let it do all the talking. I came Came across a place in the middle of nowhere with a big black horse and a cherry tree. I felt a little fear upon my back. I said, don't look back, just keep on walking. Then the big black horse said, look this way. I said, hey lady, will you marry me? But I said, no, 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 no. I said, no, no, you're not the one for me. No, 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 no. I said, no, no, you're not the one for me. And my heart hit a problem in the early hours, so I stopped it there for a beat or two. But I cut some cord and I shouldn't have done it, and it won't forgive me after all these years. So I sent it to a place in the middle of nowhere with a big black horse and a cherry tree. And it won't come back cause it's oh so happy, and now I got a hope for the world to see. Yeah. And I said no, 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 no. I said no, no, you're not the one for me. No, 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 no. I said no, no, you're not the one for me. Not the one for me. Say no, 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 you're not the one for me. No, 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 you're not the one for me. Big black horse in a cherry tree. I can't quite get there cause my heart's just taking me in. Big black horse and a cherry tree. I can't quite get there cause my heart's just taking me. Okay, let's go.
This time it wasn't planned. Emily Bell was going to be the one to introduce this next piece. Since she's not here, I kind of almost want to leave it a surprise. I don't know how many of you may have already had it leaked to you what this next piece is, but I need you to do a couple of things as you think about this next song, and it's really the only thing I'm going to say about it without telling you the name. Number one,
Reality.
crazy.
This next piece is going to feature a group of our awesome seniors. So without further ado, here is Hall of Fame.
Oh,
Oh.